how's it going? Thank you for being patient with me. I took a little bit of a hiatus over the holidays, but I am back and I've got some new things to share with you. So today I will be making a homemade hummus, which is really good. Like anything else, if you can home make it and not have to store buy it, you know, it's gonna be that much healthier for you. It's not gonna have all those extra additives and things that they put in store-bought items, you know, to have a longer shelf life. So if you can home make it, then I mean, hopefully this will encourage you to, because it's very, very easy, simple. I try to keep it down or limit, you know, the number of ingredients that we're using, and then also, you know, this is pretty much just chucking everything into a blender, which is awesome if you don't have to do any chopping, which can be pretty tedious, or baking or anything like that. So very easy today, and it's 9 ingredients total, which sounds a little bit overwhelming or intimidating maybe, but when you're not including base ingredients, which I feel like a lot of people probably already have at home, like salt and oil and water, then it's pretty much, you can limit it down to, you know, 4 things that you may or may not have at home that you might have to go out and pick up from the store, but all very inexpensive items too, so that's another plus. This recipe is not only healthy, but it's simple, quick, and not that expensive to make. So I will go ahead and start now. I guess for those of you who are starting to go on like vegetarian or vegan diets, hummus is a really nice like staple food. I like to just snack on hummus with like pita chips or crackers, but it's a good dish to, you know, bring to a get together, and it's good to have like you can serve it with a platter of, you know, mixed veggies, you know, celery sticks, carrot sticks. It's nice to spread on your sandwiches or wraps. So I mean, really, hummus can be used for quite a lot of different things too, which is pretty awesome. Okay, so I will stop talking and go ahead and start with the recipe. Okay, so basically what you're gonna need is 1 can of 15-ounce can of chickpeas or garbanzo beans, same thing, I think. And then we're just going to throw this into the blender. If you want a really smooth hummus and you have a ton of time on your hands, the chickpeas have these little like wraps on them. So I've seen a couple recipes where they, like the people would individually, every single chickpea, like squeeze this little wrap off. They come off really easy, but there's like gotta be several hundred chickpeas in this can. So there's no way I'm doing that. But if you want a really, really smooth hummus, then go ahead and do it. I've already rinsed or drained and then rinsed a couple times the can of chickpeas too. If you don't know to do that, you should do it just to clean them off. Okay, and then we have 1 can of chickpeas in here. And then the next ingredient is gonna be tahini. So tahini is the only thing that is pretty expensive at the store. A jar of tahini can be upwards of like $14 or $15, which is outrageous to me. If you're, if you don't care about that and you wanna buy a jar of tahini, tahini is really awesome in a lot of different recipes too, then by all means do so. If you don't want to spend that much money on a jar of tahini, this is only calling for 1/4 of a cup of tahini in our hummus recipe today. So it's very, very cheap to make. I don't know why tahini is so expensive at the store, but literally it's 3 ingredients. So this is also a tahini recipe within my hummus recipe today. I've got your back. You can home make your tahini. I just made it right now, less than 5 minutes. Again, really 0 effort. So I've just got some white sesame seeds, you know, regular at the store. This is only a couple bucks. So again, no idea why tahini is that expensive. Okay, 1 cup of this in a pan on your oven, and you just like medium-high heat, you don't do anything, just pour the cup of seeds into the pan. Make sure the pan is really wide because you don't want the seeds on top of each other, not cooking evenly. And then you're just gonna toast them for a couple minutes. You can smell when they start getting really fragrant, maybe like 2 or 3 minutes on medium-high heat. And then you just blend it up with a tablespoon, like 1 to 2 tablespoons of oil, olive oil I usually use, and some salt. 3 things, and you've got your homemade tahini too. So no need for that expensive jar of tahini. Okay, where was I? 1/4 cup of tahini, whether it's in the jar form or your homemade form. And then we've got our 1 can of chickpeas. Okay, this is the tahini. And then I like a really garlicky hummus, so I put in 3 cloves. If you don't, or you want to like tone it down, then I would say like 1 to 2 maybe small cloves. But I'm putting 3 giant cloves because I love garlic. It's amazing. I put it in lots of things. Okay, next one is going to be a lemon. This doesn't look like a lemon, but trust me, it is. It's from a tree here at our in-laws' place, and they're very, very good lemons, but I was skeptical at first because who has seen a lemon like this? Not me. Okay, so anyway, I'm gonna put 1 whole lemon in here, but if you've just got the juice or you don't have a fresh lemon, then you want about a 1/4 cup of lemon juice into the blender with the tahini, garlic, and chickpeas. Okay, and we're almost done. Okay, I'm just gonna put a little bit of salt, maybe like 2 teaspoons, some nice oil. Okay, so for the oil we want 2 tablespoons. Otherwise it's gonna be way too thick. And we want about a tablespoon of cumin. This is my cumin because I use a lot of it, but about a tablespoon. All right, and now we are going to blend it all up. Okay, and it's pretty thick, so you may need to scrape down the sides once or twice. Oh, you can also use a food processor. You guys probably know by now that I don't have one, but the blender works fine too. Okay, so the next time I blend this, I'm going to just add while it's blending, and I'm going to tell you beforehand because it gets loud. Just like 2 to 3 tablespoons of water just to make it not so thick, but I would say go on your best judgment what you feel like you want your hummus consistency as, but I would say like 2 tablespoons, 2 to 3 at the most would suffice. Okay, here we go. One more time. And that is it, my friends. Okay, so I've got my bowl here that we are going to store. It will stay good for, I would say, about a week. And to serve, actually I gotta take this blade out. To serve, to make it fancy, if you are going to serve it right now, and this is totally ready, it's totally ready to eat. You don't have to store it in the fridge right away. I'm probably gonna eat mine later, so I'm getting it ready now to eat, maybe for a snack later. But yeah, this is ready to go, and smells really nice. Okay, to serve, I usually do a tiny bit of extra salt, olive oil, and a dash of paprika, just to make it look a little fancy, like it would if you ordered it as an appetizer at a restaurant or something. Also for some extra flavor, because all those things really add to the flavor nicely. Okay, here we go. So here's the hummus as it is, as we just made it. And I'm just going to put a little bit of oil on it. Some good olive oil here. I've got my Hawaiian sea salt. Sprinkle a little bit on top. And some paprika. Oh my goodness, I might have to have some right now. All right, and there you have it. Homemade, all natural, delicious, delicious hummus. Okay, well, thank you guys for tuning in and watching this video. Let me know if you have any questions or suggestions for more dishes that you'd like to know how to make. And then if you'd also like to like and subscribe, then feel free to do so. Okay, thank you, and everyone have a beautiful day.